Are we practicing?
Just go for it.
Episode 7.
Episode 7, baby.
Episode 7. 7 minutes of heaven.
I don't know if it's going to be that good, but. Oh, it could be. It is,
It could be.
It could be.
You're Buzz Killington in it already.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Killing it. Killing it.
Best line ever. That was good. That was good.
What qualifies as cheating? Or what counts as cheating?
What do we consider cheating in the modern world? In the modern day?
Well, I mean, in my alternate universe, anything goes.
What the fuck is that? In your alternate how about on the real universe? You know what I'm saying? Like right here.
So here's my truth. It's not okay. All of you are cheating.
Whoa.
It's about as real as my alternate universe.
No, what I saw was that thing on YouTube with those two girls. Yeah, in your universe. We all gotta get on that. Those two girls on YouTube were talking about it, and I thought it was pretty. I thought it was cut and dry, and then I realized I had a different perspective than a girl who was like 31 and one who was 21, and they both had a different view on what it was considered cheating, what was whatever bothered them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like old school. Like if you're sleeping, you obviously don't go sleeping with people. Don't go making out with them. Whatever. It's cut and dry, I thought. And then they were like, well, what if your man wakes up in someone's bed and he tells you? I was like, what? Is this even like remotely normal?
Yeah, to a lot of women actually.
And I
They
was
message me every day about it.
and I was like, that's kind of a little weird. I don't know. So what's that list look like?
One, they can't wake up in someone else's bed. That's
Right?
not okay.
No.
And that's because I've told you how I felt like about the power of sleeping next to another person and what that releases between the two of you. So you're that person.
So you're what?
You become emotionally bonded to that person when you sleep next to them.
You really think so?
I know so.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool.
Well, I mean, that's what you lose or gain, depending if it's in a good situation.
Right. Well,
A
I guess
bad one,
I
not
guess you
so
wouldn't
much.
typically. Okay. Well, either way, that could happen, sure. But I guess if you're married or in a relationship, you're not going to end up sleeping in someone else's bed.
But
Just out
people
of.
do.
How do you end up in that situation?
Not me.
I don't. That's what I. But that's where it gets a little weird for me. I'm like, I just know that you don't go to that situation. And I'm all good with keeping it fun and flirty and all that shit. But like, I'm not going to end up in some girl's bed. That's kind of like, what's the scenario there for that? I don't. Even, I don't know how it happens.
That's a lie, is what it is. What it's going to be.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. I just ended up in their bed.
Maybe if someone, I don't know, you're out with whoever and you stayed at someone's house, I don't know, but like just random, those two girls were throwing some weird shit out there for me. It was like, well, what if,
It's pretty current, though.
well, yeah, it seemed like it's like the real deal. But then one of them was like, well, I would get upset if my guy's commenting on a girl's photo on Instagram. They said that too. And I was like, wow, this is like, that's when I was like, I guess I got to get updated on the latest because maybe it's changed a little.
So, old me would have understood why they think that. This is like girls to women, though, boys to men. Because they're codependent on their person if they're dating, or whoever they're liking, or whoever they're into. And they start to obsess over them, make them an idol, and then every little thing he does, like, or she falls short of expectation. Like they're not allowed to like another photo, look at another person. Oh, he liked a bunch of girls' photos today. I've heard that more times than I can count. Or he commented this on someone else's page. And like you and I know that we're just networkers and we like giving love to other people and it's just a compliment, it doesn't mean I want to bend you over a table, friend.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Like does not equate to bend over table.
No, it doesn't. Unless your name's Debbie.
Unless your name is
Unless your name
Debbie.
is Debbie. But outside of that, referring to the
Debbie
Debbie
goes
Does
over the
Dallas,
table.
we are going to make that t-shirt. But anyway,
Debbie
so
goes under the table.
Debbie goes under the table. The things that Debbie
Not a
does
leg
under the
of the
table.
table.
She's not grabbing a little bite of food down there. She's grabbing a something.
She,
Debbie.
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 So,
Oh man.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So, what were you saying?
so so they equate all of these things as like a personal action taken to want that person sexually, mentally, whatever. And girls will get caught up in this emotional abuse cycle of he's not into me, he's liking all these girls' photos, and I have to work harder, change what I'm doing, I have to be like them, or this is what goes through their minds.
Hmm.
And they start obsessing and comparing to all of these other people. And I've seen men do it too, though. They're like, oh, well, this girl was into me, but saw her commenting on a bunch of men's photos, so obviously this isn't going anywhere. Like, and they'll just drop it. Like, men have said that to me constantly
Hmm.
because of, our pages and the way we are.
Right.
Like, why don't you read the thousands of messages where I'm like, thanks, friend. Have a good day, friend. Nice, friend. That's awesome, friend. It's my new go-to. I was like, if you actually knew me,
You put them in the friend zone by just straight up telling them, friend.
literally all day,
There you go.
all day. If I had someone, you should know where I'm coming home to. You should know. Always.
I think that's the key right there. Who you're going home to, right?
Yeah.
That's how I was looked at it. I mean, that's how I don't know. I thought that was pretty normal across the board. But then there's other people that think it's weird just to even have friends who are girl, and I guess it gets getting a little weird out there. But then again, the people are more open to other things like falling asleep in some girl's bed or guy's bed or going on a. One of them said the question was, what would you think if one of your friends saw your dude out on a date with a girl? And she's like, well, if he told me about it, and I was like, what? And it wasn't like, like the whatever, like someone he trained, whatever. It was just like on a date, and I was like, that seems a little weird.
How old was she?
One was like 21, and one was like 31, maybe.
Okay, obviously to the 31-year-old, it's a no. I hope.
No, they both had this weird. I don't know. I'd have to. They both were more open to it. Like basically,
Were
they
they
were questioning.
feminists?
No. Those are like just normal chicks. They were very open to most things, but then you had like so on vacation, they're like, okay, so you're on vacation with your significant other, and you meet. They were saying to each other, so the girls are like, well, so your boyfriend meets a girl on the beach. Is it considered okay if he gets her number? And I was like, what?
Why would he?
Why? Right? Why would you literally get a girl's number like on? You know what I mean? I thought that was just weird. Oh yeah, hey, I'll call you. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
Seems
people
doesn't
are
seem right to me.
becoming more polygamous these days.
Yeah, one of them tried it.
I'm not into that.
Right.
But you and I are pretty old school
Yeah, I guess so.
compared to today's norm. But yet, at the same time, I have all these people complaining to me about, oh, they're free spirited and they can see whoever they want, and this person's cheating on me. How are they cheating if you said that's who you are?
Right.
Do unto others as they would do unto you. So you are a free spirit who can sleep with whoever you want, guy or girl. Why would that person's rules be any different?
Right.
So in that scenario, no, that's not cheating. You just don't have clear boundaries. But clearly, also, you're lying about what you really are and what you want.
Are you lying in that situation?
I'm a free spirit, but this person can't see other people. That either makes you a liar or a masochist. Like one of the
I
two.
don't know. I don't know.
Because like then you're controlling and manipulating a person and saying they can't see other people, but you can.
I don't know. It sounded like they were each seeing allowed to see other people, and both of them. I don't know. Open,
Well,
open.
then if you are, then you are. Then that's not cheating.
Right.
But you've clearly discussed that.
Yeah. Defined terms. Like
Yeah.
here it is. This is how
Like
it's gonna
I
be.
would never be okay with those things.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd want to give that a go.
I
Um,
barely know how to go on Bumble without deleting it.
right.
I'm like, there's 50 to 100 messages. I'm like, how do you keep up with each of their lives unless this is like we're meeting in business or something?
Right. Exactly. It's
But get
crazy.
emotionally connected to 100 people?
I know.
How do you sleep at night?
I don't know. Well, you know, it's a busy night.
Well, and clearly those things didn't work out because the couple of dates went awry and
Hmm.
way awry, and I deleted it in like 2 days.
So what do you
I
consider?
don't
What do you consider cheating?
obviously sleeping with them,
Yeah.
sleeping in the same bed as another person.
Uh-huh.
No, I do not think you should get their phone number if it's not in lieu of like we're going to do some sort of business.
Sure.
There's an intent.
Yeah.
But if you're just networking on media, I don't fucking care. I
Yeah.
mean,
Whatever.
I do that all day. I'd be hypocritical to say I'd care
Right.
unless you can clearly see it going too far.
Mm.
Because all truth comes to light. And if you're starting to emotionally invest in somebody else, they can have that person.
Mm.
Honestly, I don't want you.
Right.
If everyone can have it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But it goes back to like that episode we did on what are the rules on dating and social media. You
Yeah.
know, is it cheating or is it not? But you and I agreed it's like the intent behind it.
Mm.
But you got to know your person too.
Goes back to trust.
It goes back to trust, intent. They should know mine has no intent other than to network and build.
Yeah.
I should know that from them too.
Yeah. I think if you hell, I think if you're overthinking it like that, then you have some like interpersonal
Issues.
confidence issues. Yeah. Trust
Yeah.
issues. Right. Because I've never really had to think about it on. Hey, let me make a list of what like. To me, it was like, wow. I was like, this is weird. Do we
Yeah.
really need to define? I mean, it I guess
The
comes down to
terms.
like doing the right thing. Just doing the right thing. You
Keep
know,
your head down, go to work.
do the right thing. Like, and you know, like I said, I'm cool with like the fun, flirty. It keeps you young. Like that's just the norm. Like that's it. You know, but happily married. But you know what I mean. So it's like I tell her go flirt with guys, all that stuff. Like it's all good. You know, if she's out and some guys hitting on her, I'd be like fucking right. You know, because it makes you feel good, and that's cool. Like, and those girls were talking about that, and I think that's fine. Like, oh, I've seen a man like flirting with a girl and then check out at the store. It's like okay, and that was pretty normal. But then some of the stuff was so off base. I was like, whoa. Do we have to really consider the guy happened to accidentally wake up in another girl's bed? I think we have a problem there. I mean,
That's a big problem.
that's a problem. So for you, it's like no same thing, old school. Obviously, don't end up sleeping with them. Don't be making out with them. You know.
I can't emotionally invest that way.
Right.
So I'm like a one person thing. That's how I was geared, that's how I was made. I had my phase too though, where I tried a bunch of things
Yeah.
at different times or at the same
Yeah.
time. I think we all have done that.
Absolutely.
But what the majority of cheating isn't cheating because it's interpersonal confidence,
Yeah.
I think.
I think if you got to make a list and actually think about it on that level, like holy shit, this
This is
probably
what I think of
we got some
my person
issues.
should be like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you saying like my wife getting hit on and it makes her feel good, There's other men out there I know would literally beat that dude to a pulpit
Yeah,
over so much as calling her hot in front of you
yeah.
or,
And
at all.
that stuff's messed up. Like, right, it's true. There are guys like that. And I think what a turnoff that is for the girl, and
I,
like
I
let
know
it
some
go.
girls who think that's hot though. And I'm like, we look disgusting in public.
What they think? What's that?
Like the man getting all riled up and jealous and
Oh yeah, no. If a guy gets like disrespectful, and she's like, they're just whatever. But I mean, right? I think it's one thing if a guy gets disrespectful, and go like continues to be, then you
mhm.
should just be like, whoa, dude, it's my fucking wife. Back the fuck off. If
Yeah.
if he's going there, I choked a guy unconscious once for that. But he was again. I thought I did, but I thought, now I after we're like, maybe he. As far as I know, he said some shit she didn't like. So I was
hmm
like, all right, dude. So I put him up.
But you're a protector. That's what you're
Yeah,
supposed
but other than that, I mean, I'm all for whatever. Go for it. Because you know what? She's coming home to me.
to.
Mac Daddy right here. But, but in the end, I mean, that's where the confidence is. Like, it's all good. Have fun. You can't, it's not, it keeps you young, whatever. But who you're going home with is what matters. You know what I mean? I mean,
hmm
you don't, if you try to lock someone up in a cage, fuck, they're gonna want to get out of that cage. You know what I mean? If
Right.
they feel like they're just in a cage all the time, they're gonna start again. There's looking, and then there's looking for trouble. So
So
people
what if
looking's cool.
they're like, I'll give you one of my cheating scenarios. I could be sleeping at night and this person would be on their phone messaging a bunch of other girls about things they want to do to each other, where they want to
Yeah,
meet.
that's not good. No,
That's not good.
no, 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 no.
And that's where I used to like start comparing myself to other women
Uh,
and start
and maybe
competing.
that's maybe that's the modern day conundrum right there. It's the
That's the
phones. It's
modern
the
day
it's the social media. It's the messaging.
because information
Because we
is
all
so
get them
readily
all the time. I
available.
guess for me, I just like get the fuck out of here. Like like if a girl that I know messages me and sends me a fucking funny meme or something, whatever, like whatever, just don't talk. But like, yeah, random like sexting and all that weird shit, like that's cheating.
That's cheating.
That's fucked up. Yeah,
That was probably the most current thing I can think of with me, and that's about 6 years ago. It literally just would be bedside
yeah, that's
messaging, would turn the phone down, always face down. I've never thought about someone else's phone until this person.
oh,
That's the only time I've ever
oh,
thought about what was going on that phone.
right. So maybe that's
Otherwise, I've
maybe
never
that's the
cared.
maybe that's it right there. That's where. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's the modern day problem right there. Maybe that's where it stems from. I don't know. But then again,
hmm
I'm in the modern world. I'm married. I have a phone. I'm not getting into trouble on it. You know what I mean? So I don't
Right.
know. Hey,
So it's possible to be good to your spouse
absolutely. Yeah.
with social media.
Being friend, just if people you're friends with talking to them. But yeah, if you're like doing whatever the fuck people do, sexting and all this weird shit.
hmm
Um, all right, could be a problem. I guess I would call that cheating.
I know a lot of people who consider men and women to not be able to have a friendship, though, too.
Yes, right, and that's where it gets.
I think that's the other big thing.
Yeah,
No, that's not healthy. They want you. Don't
that's
lie. They
always right.
want you.
Always, yeah, it always has to go back to that, right?
I'm like, that's a reflection of you, not
Yeah,
me.
exactly. It's
This
true.
has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if you're in my life, like nothing's a secret. You'd know my friends. You'd know what I like to do. You'd know I have Friday night date night with fucking Mac for
Mac and
podcasts.
Mojo. Yeah,
And that's date night.
that's
And we
right.
call it date night.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry. Not sorry. Go do your thing.
Yeah,
Um, but you'd know is the
yeah.
most important part. Like you'd know. It wouldn't be hidden from you.
Right,
People like watch me like literally all day. Like I'm like, okay, here's my phone. You be me today. I don't want to be me. Here you
right.
go. I
Yeah,
just leave it everywhere because I'd rather talk to people.
right.
Like I'm cool with that. I'm like, here, just go set up bombs in Japan. I don't care what you do. Here's
Go
my
ahead.
life. Take
Use
it.
my phone and my identity and do it. Just do it.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah. So
That's
you
me
so
though.
so so you're down with the yeah. So you're with me though. For the most part, it's I think the obvious things, right? I mean, I think we should be able to, like, if we're gonna put it on a list. Okay, don't sleep with them. Don't end up sleeping in their bed. Don't be sending naked pictures and sexting, whatever the
Texting
fuck that looks like exactly. And
or
that
stay out
shit.
of other people's DM intentionally trying to poke for trouble.
Yeah, stuff like that. I think it's kind of obvious. I think, like we said, some people get way too guarded and they gotta let their spouse have some fun and flirt with people and shit, like in the open. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
get over it. Let
Right.
them just fucking. We're all human here. You know what I
Right.
mean? But again, where's your intentions? Who the hell are you going home with at the end of the night? You know what I mean?
Right.
Your significant other. That's it.
Right.
Gotta draw that line. You know?
Well, and it's like, look at how long term you and your wife are.
Yeah, we're happy because it's not like being in a damn cage. You know?
Yeah.
We're actually happy. And, flirt with a girl, like, publicly, whatever. So, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? So what? Like, it's not, that's it. It's just young and keep you fresh and sexy. Have some fun.
That's
Feel,
it.
feel young again. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But if you're all like, well, I saw you comment. I saw you look at this person. That's where it gets all twisted up.
That's
I'd be like,
that's
whoa.
that happened to me
Whoa.
for years, and finally I'm just like, okay, none of you will ever be remotely close to me until you figure out your damn selves.
Chill out, right?
Joe,
Gotta
Joe
chill
wants nothing to
out.
do with this drama.
Yeah, it's too much.
I've even had men message me and be like, so I guess you're not talking to so and so still. I was like, we were never talking, which is what I clarified. Talking. Um, I'm a networker.
Networking.
Yeah, and this is literally like one scenario where it was 5 years later. Like, remember you were talking to so and so?
Oh, jeez.
I was like, no, I don't even know who you're talking about.
That's
I
crazy.
don't even know that person's name. I was
Right.
like, I was probably scrolling through and
You're like,
comment,
who? Fucking
comment.
who? Who is that? It's like,
Literally, I'm like, I don't even know who that
I
is.
have no clue who that
They
is.
could name their Instagram profile handle and everything. And I'm like,
That's
who?
twisted.
Who?
Right.
And they're like, oh, so you're not talking to so and so? I was like, never was.
Hmm.
I am Confucian, friend. What does that mean? What?
Confucian?
I, haven't you seen that lady who is learning America's states and she's from overseas trying to learn English and she's like, America, please explain. Why is this one Kansas and this one is Kansas? I am Confucian.
Oh my god.
Explain
No,
America.
I
And
haven't
she's
seen
like
that one.
tapping on the map of the United States,
Oh boy.
all frustrated.
No, I didn't see that one. So I missed
So
that.
now whenever I'm confused, I'm like, I am Confucian.
Confucian. I'm so Confucian right now.
Oh,
Oh,
that lady. I don't know her, but I love her.
I know. I gotta meet her. Her and
Oh,
Debbie.
I'll have to send you that video.
Yep.
But yeah, no, literally, this dude messaged me. And he's like, so you're not still talking to so and so? You've been single. I looked at your profile. You've been single this whole time. I was like, sure shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew? Shock. I don't do everything right, but pretty freaking intentional.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the hit list, we're clear on the hit list. Same shit, right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. And if it looks off, it probably is.
If it looks off, it probably is. But here's the problem for most people: if it looks off, but it actually isn't, and that
Then that's with you. Those are demons you don't know how
yeah,
to
those
deal
are
with.
demons. The demons the inner
Hmm.
demons you gotta fight. Yeah. If that's all you're thinking about, then you got some trust issues anyway. You gotta focus on.
Oh yeah. And then after that abusive relationship, it took me years to repair
Yeah. Right. Right. And it would.
trust
It would. Yeah.
because I would constantly think about who that person's talking to, and I've never been that person. I was never that person. Now I don't care. I'm like, you want to go on an all guys trip? Fuck, there'll be girls there. Like, go to Vegas, have fun.
Just remember who you're going home to.
Just remember who you're going home
That's
to.
right. And then
And
they feel
when I
bad.
take
That's good. Makes them feel
right,
good. They're like, yeah, it's
like,
good.
whoa, this person might trust me to do the right thing.
That's right.
That's a different perspective because then, like you said, you're not making that person your prisoner,
Exactly.
and they make the right choice
Yep. Agreed.
because you're not holding it to them.
Yeah.
Make the right choice.
Make the right
It's like,
choice.
do you know how reverse psychology works?
Yeah, no shit, right? Works great on
Pretty
kids
much.
and adults.
There was a dude who once told me he hated what I wore, and I walked naked down the street.
Awesome.
I was 18 when I did that.
It's awesome.
I was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay. Okay.
What do you think about this birthday suit? You know what I'm saying?
We broke up after that.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Reverse psychology, though.
Works great. Adults and kids. Yep.
Yep.
Both.
Both.
So the hit list is don't sleep with them, don't sleep in their bed, don't be sexting them.
Don't be DMing them, but don't make your person your prisoner.
Yeah, don't make a person prisoner. Let them flirt. Let them just be young, have fun, keep it light. But other than that, I think that's it. Although again, it'll be interesting to hear some other people's perspective on that.
It will. Everyone's got a story on this. I promise.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
All right, that topic's covered.
Done.
We're done. All right,
We're done.
Episode 6, 7? Episode 7.
Now it's 7 because the last 7 is lost.
The last 7 is lost. So episode 7 concluded. If I can find this fucking call recorder. I know it's in here somewhere. See, I minimized it. Oh, there it is. Found it.